The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up.
What you got to say about Project 2025?
Have you heard of Agenda 47?
Say what?
Agenda 47.
Nah.
It's the actual platform that Trump is going to push when he becomes president. It's listed on his official campaign website. Project 2025 is not to be found there. Matter of fact, Project 2025 was created by a conservative think tank named the Heritage Foundation.
It's supposed to make it illegal to be
Has
homeless.
nothing to do with Trump. Trump has neither endorsed nor supported this platform. He has his own.
But I saw on BET.
I don't care what any Hollywood elite or BET Awards show hosted by Taraji P. Henson have told you about Project 2025. It is not a talking point of President Trump's campaign, nor is it something that he's interested in. It's just another tool to fearmonger you and to just continue to vote for the same people over and over again and never breaking the cycle of chaos that we see within the black community. Once again, just look at the decades long of Democrat control over black cities.
Uncle Tom.
It makes sense, man. But listen, do you? Be mad at what you want to be mad at, but you ain't mad at Trump.
Man, shut up, coon.
What's going on, guys? So we got to talk about this Project 2025, which all these radical leftists and people who don't know what the heck they're talking about are freaking out about, including this TikToker that we're going to react to in a moment. But before we get into that, let's talk about what Project 2025 is, because I'm pretty sure that both people on the left and the right, most of the people on the left, have no idea what Project 2025 actually is. I'm gonna just show you the quick summary. I have it here on the screen. Project 2025, also known as the Presidential Transition Project, is a collection of conservative and right-wing policy proposals from the Heritage Foundation to reshape the United States federal government and consolidate executive power should the Republican candidate win the 2024 presidential election. So it's primarily, one of the primary things is to get rid of three-letter agencies, at least either downsize or remove entirely, such as FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, all these different agencies, because effectively you have people that are basically running America, but not elected officials. So you can still have either Democrat or conservative rule, even if you elect different president, different Senate, and a different House of Representatives. Now you got ignorant people out here probably getting paid, like Taraji P. Henson, who recently was on the BET Awards talking about how scary Project 2025 was, which is hilarious because, again, I'm absolutely positive that she has not sat down and read what Project 2025 was. She probably was just paid to do this. Take a look.
Oh, Madam VP Harris, I'm worried about the election. Women's reproductive rights are on the line. Our Supreme Court is on the line. Our basic freedoms are being tested, Madam VP.
Show up and show out when it's time to vote, because it's not just about the presidential election, you guys. It's time for us to play chess, not checkers. It's about making decisions that will affect us. Did you know that it is now a crime to be homeless? Pay attention. The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up. They are trying to bring the draft back. Who do you think they're going to draft first? I'm not trying to scare us. I'm trying to inform us.
Now, to make things even more hilarious, as you saw toward the beginning, Donald Trump's agenda is Agenda 47. Right on his website, donaldjtrump.com/Agenda 47. That's really easy to look up and understand. Project 2025 is like a 900+ page document that I'm positive that the majority of Democrats and Republicans are not gonna read at all. I've read a lot of it, but I have not read the document in its entirety. But like I said, I can assure you that Taraji definitely hasn't read, she probably hadn't even read a single page of this document, much less the rest of Americans. She's over here talking about how they're reinstating the draft, and who do you think they're gonna draft first? Like, this isn't something that she has any type of knowledge about, and says, I'm not trying to fearmonger. What else would you call that, Taraji? Like, you're basically advocating for people to continue to vote for something that doesn't support them, which is Joe Biden and the Democrats. Hey guys, because we're supposed to be afraid of the orange man in Project 2025, something you don't even understand and probably didn't read about, you need to go ahead and continue to vote for high prices, World War III, where the draft will probably be required because of sleepy, crooked Joe Biden. instead of your own best interest, where you need to lower prices, you need to stop this illegal immigration fiasco, you need to have better interest rates, allow people to get credit again, because people are unable to even secure credit to get credit cards, houses, cars, like vehicles, right? These are things that people with less money, if you don't have the cash to go around, you literally have no other options besides the need to get credit. If you can't even do that, then as an American, you're screwed. And people like Taraji are out here actively screwing over Black Americans, probably for her own personal gain, like I mentioned, more than likely being paid by the DNC here. Now, I want to go ahead and react to Project 2025, to this liberal having a meltdown to Project 2025 here. And to be honest with you, even though this is not Trump endorsed, it actually didn't sound half bad, because it's talking about, at least this segment, because it's talking about family structure in America. Let's take a look.
The Republican Party's agenda for women in this upcoming 2024 election is pretty clear. They want us married to men and having their children, and that is the only thing they want for us.
Oh my gosh, clutch your pearls. People want women and men to be married and taking care of kids together. It sounds like a dystopian, awful, horrific future.
They don't want us to be single mothers. They don't want us to be
Wow.
in same-sex relationships. And they definitely do not want us to be childless. If you don't believe me, this came directly from their playbook, The Mandate for Leadership, on Project 2025's website.
So you mean something that is literally to the detriment of the continuation of society, having children? You mean that's something that the government might want to discourage people from just foregoing it entirely? Like, nah, I think having kids, I think I'm good. You think that that's like some sort of horrific thing? Nobody's forcing you to have any. But I think encouragement is fine. Like, what are you talking about?
Let's start here. On page 13, promise number 4 says that they want to secure our God-given individual right to enjoy the blessings of liberty. They say the pursuit of the good life is found primarily in family, marriage, and children. On page 451, one of their goals for the Department of Health and Human Services is to promote stable and flourishing married families. Families comprised of a married mother, father, and their children are the foundation of a well-ordered nation and healthy society. Unfortunately, family policies and programs under President Biden's Health and Human Services are fraught with agenda items focusing on, quote, LGBTQ equity, quote, subsidizing single motherhood, disincentivizing work, and penalizing marriage. These policies should be repealed and replaced by policies that support the formation of a stable, married, nuclear family.
Okay, so what's wrong with that? Before she continues, I'd like if somebody is a contrarian here, what's wrong with the nuclear family? What's wrong with focusing more so on having male and female families raising children, which statistically has been proven to be the best option, period, versus literally anything else? Like, what's wrong with promoting something that has mathematically been proven to be the best thing? Nobody's banning anything else, but we're talking about basic math here. They've done studies on this over and over and over again, especially trying to disprove this, and they failed every time. So why does this person seem so upset when these people are like anti-family? This is why I feel like the Democrats need to be totally obliterated this election, because these people are so anti-family. You got a lady over here basically boo-hooing and crying because she's like, man, they're trying to make us get married and have kids. How dare they make us get married and have kids? They're trying to promote the nuclear family. It's so scary. Like, these people are nuts. It doesn't make any sense. It is so confusing to me, man.
Working fathers are essential to the well-being and development of their children, but the United States is experiencing a crisis of fatherlessness that is ruining our children's futures. Mind you, nowhere in here in this entire document are they addressing the root cause of fatherlessness at all. At no point have they held fathers accountable for this, but I digress.
I can't speak for all fathers, but I can tell you one thing as it relates to marriage. Even though I'm a strong proponent of marriage, I also realize that marriage is extremely risky, especially for men, because the court systems are very much tilted in favor of the women in terms of property, in terms of children, in terms of just the way that the money flows, it tends to negatively impact men. So if you have a court system that's like that, it effectively de-incentivizes male commitment to their family. And I think part of the purpose of this document and some of the things that they could do with the government is to actually incentivize men to get married and stay committed to their children by financially benefiting them, rather than penalizing them if a woman happens to just snap her fingers and change her mind about you.
In the overwhelming number of cases, fathers insulate children from physical and sexual abuse, financial difficulty, or poverty, incarceration, teen pregnancy, poor educational outcomes, high school failure, and a host of behavioral and psychological problems.
On tonight's edition of
That's Incredible.
By contrast, homes with non-related boyfriends present are among the most dangerous place for a child to be. HHS should prioritize married father engagement in its messaging, health, and welfare policies. So they are pushing that women stay married to the fathers of their children.
This lady, imagine trying to lay out reasons why Project 2025 is the scariest, most awful thing ever, and then making it like one of the greatest campaign ads ever. You're going to make people really love Project 2025 and go against people like Taraji. You're ruining Taraji's bag out here, okay?
What the f am I doing? I'm sorry.
And I'm just tired.
But guys, to really kind of put a nail kind of in this coffin, even though, again, this doesn't sound bad to me whatsoever, I'm going to go ahead and show you what Donald Trump had to say about this, because he really kind of just ends this whole Project 2025 fear mongering. I'm sure because the left loves to push mis and disinformation constantly that they're probably never going to spread this message, and they're going to keep saying Project 2025 is scary and it's what Donald Trump supports. I'm certain that that's what they'll do because they have nothing else left to do. They started off lying, and when things are going bad, they're lying. Things going good, they lie. Things go bad, they lie. That's what the radical left does. And Donald Trump here, okay, posted directly from his Truth Social. Okay, I know nothing about Project 2025. Okay, I repeat, I know nothing about Project 2025. I have no idea who's behind it. And I already told you who's behind it. It was the Heritage Foundation. But Donald Trump doesn't really know. He says, I have no idea who's behind it. I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. Now, in terms of what those things are, again, 900 plus page document, who the hell knows what he's talking about? Anything they do, I wish them luck, but I have nothing to do with them. Okay, so all this fear mongering is for nothing, and they're talking about you got to get out here and vote blue because of Project 2025. Like, guys, these people are nuts. They really have nothing else. They're going to keep going to these high profile celebrities to try to get them to influence P-brains who can't think for themselves. But that's really all that I want for people, is to really think for yourself. If there's anything that anyone takes from me, is don't even just listen to me. I try to put as much evidence as I can in these videos, but think for yourself, do the research yourself. Don't succumb to the classic fear tactic, the biggest one that's used and levied across the world in terms of anything that anyone usually wants you to do, is manipulation via fear. Manipulation by fear is what they've been trying to do to black people, with the freaking carrot dangling, and the black people are the whores, and the Democrats are the masses on top of the whores dangling that carrot. You keep thinking you're getting closer, but at the end of the day, you're really on a hamster wheel. You're not getting any dang closer to that carrot, no matter how many times you vote for the Democrats. It's just never going to happen. They are pretending to be your friends, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They lie about everything, and there's no good that's come from them. The only thing that's been good for anybody is if you're an illegal immigrant. They're like, hey, y'all want all these black resources? Y'all want all these black jobs?
Black jobs.
Here you go, illegals. That's basically the only thing that's going good. And if you're a Ukrainian, like, things are going amazingly for you. If you're a legal immigrant, a Ukrainian, if you're part of the money smuggling and all of that, oh yeah. If you're a human trafficker, okay, if you want to buy little girls from the border and sell drugs, things are going amazingly for it. The cartels are making more money than ever before. Okay, but in terms of the black community, nothing has been improving for ages, no matter how many times you vote for the Democrats. You guys want to keep doing it? Hey, that's on you, but I certainly am not doing that. I'm voting for Trump. We're going to make America great again. And who am I kidding? Joe Biden's not going to win this next election anyway. He's getting his ass kicked all across the board, up and freaking down the polls. So I'm not even really concerned at this point. But just in case, everybody make sure to go out there and vote, early vote, absentee vote, whatever type of vote you got to do. Okay, be it for Project 2025, Agenda 47. I don't give a damn what it is, as long as Joe Biden and the radical left don't win this next election off of gaslighting and lies. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you like Project 2025, Agenda 47? I mean, they're very different. Agenda 47 is much easier to understand than Project 2025 because of the 900 pages with no bullet points. You got to like actually read it all or skim it like I did. But let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
The Project 2025 plan is not a game. Look it up.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God! What am I doing? I'm sorry.